Welcome to the COSAFA Show with Mark Gleason and Nick Said.
Welcome to the latest episode of the COSAFA Show as we gear up for the COSAFA Beach Soccer Championships that are to be staged in Durban from Sunday. There are 8 incredible teams taking part, but one of those, Saudi Arabia, will become the first ever non-African nation at a COSAFA event. We speak to their globally renowned coach Guga Zloccowick about his team, the tournament, and what makes the perfect beach soccer player, as well as much, much more. Yeah, so is this your first time in South Africa, coach?
No, this is the second time. When I was coaching Brazil, in 2012. I was here for some days, couple of days, because we had tournament in there. But I went to Johannesburg. In Durban is the first time.
Yeah. And how would you say your preparations for this tournament have gone? I believe you were in camp.
Yes, we did a camp in February before World Cup, the end of January to 6th of February in Oman, when we had opportunity to play against the three teams who participate in the World Cup, or Italy, Egypt, and Oman. After that, we did a training camping for 10 days, 7 days in Saudi Arabia, and finished 10 days ago. Well, this is what we did for 2024. This is our preparation especially for this tournament, when we got invitation to participate for them.
And if you look at the makeup of your squad, would you say that this is kind of your elite squad, your best players, or are you looking at other players, looking at your wider pool of players?
I'm 2 years in Saudi Arabia. I came in the end of 2021, and still we don't have our league. We should start in the next May. After 2 months, and we are collecting the players from 4th division clubs, for football clubs, and we try to do the training camp. This is the most difficult thing what I found when I came to Saudi Arabia. But the project, it's for after 5 years we start to be hope to be power of the beach soccer. This is the project for federation when they brought me to prepare this project. And 2027 we have to be in charge of to qualify for World Cup. This is to think bigger, and the start the league the next 2 months will be the big step what we do, because we are preparing very, very good league, strong league to collect the players, to increase the players, because now for example, before this camp, as I told you in January, we were 3 months without anything. There is no clubs, so this is really difficult for us, because even beach soccer is the technical sports. You need specific skills. We have to train every day. To don't forget to practice for the technical part, the tactical. This is the most difficult I have in Saudi Arabia. But after start the league, I'm sure I have more than 400 players to choose to national team. Today we have only 20 players, among them to choose among these 20 players. This is allowed to play beach soccer there.
Yeah, and you touched on there, but when you're looking for a player in beach soccer, what are the things that you're looking for? As you mentioned, it's quite different from association football. What do players in beach soccer really need to have?
Yeah, we divide it in three positions. Except the goalkeeper. Of course, goalkeeper. I divide in three positions: defender, wings, and the strikers. And what we look in the players for beach soccer. For how tall they are, about the fitness skills. Also, the cognitive part is very important for any players to come to play any sports. The cognitive for me is the most important. Sometimes the players not very skillful, but they are smart players. We have one player. They will play for the first time here. I brought him. He trained only 3 times, but I look, he's more red than another players played long time ago because they got all informations faster than another players. For me today as a coach, of course, the skill is very important. As I told you before, beach soccer is very, very technical sports. There is special skills to lift the ball, to conduct the ball on the sand. This is very in the double kicks. But today, the most important aspect of the game is cognitive part.
And Coach, I'm not sure how much you know about the teams in your pool, Malawi, South Africa, Seychelles. I'm not sure how much you've seen of them, but what do you make of that pool?
Yes, me, I can tell you I'm one of the who study more beach soccer in the world. It's 21 years for this sport. I'm a FIFA instructor since 2006. I train 8 national teams, and I like to see all match. There is one ball rolling on the sand. I'm looking for 2. And of course we study all the teams before draw because we don't know about who team will be in our group. The most of the teams is almost the African style. They play 2-2. This is very skillful players, very tall players. The taller players, and the talent for Africa, it's amazing. I'm one of the peoples in the world who love the African style. I told when the African concern more about tactique, nobody holds any African team, and the South Africa, the match, what we saw, Seychelles for Malawi, Tanzania, this is very, very, very good players, the talent players, strong players, fitness is strong, and this is our more concern, Mozambique, I know because I can speak. I start beach soccer in Mozambique as one course. I was as a FIFA instructor. I started give the course for the coaches. The coach is my friend. He's one power. The first participate for World Cup in 2021. Mozambique go to quarterfinal. It's amazing result. And I am the one who love African teams. And this the South African national teams. It's the greatest style. This is we are worried about the teams. But we are ready to study. To see the players. Even Seychelles, because our first match, Malawi and South Africa, we have opportunity to see these 2 games before we play.
And of course, I'm sure you're in Durban to take home the trophy. But what else, as a coach, are you looking to get out of this tournament? Is it, as you say, to give your players more experience? Is it more to implement your tactical plan? What are you looking for in Durban?
Yeah, our target here for this, as we don't have training, we don't have continuous training as a club, as a this is our target to learn. This is what I speak for our federation. It's they understand what we come here to do it. But our first target as a coach, go to semi-final. This is the most important thing for us. And now, the first step, the first target. If we go to semi-final, for sure, everyone will be happy. And after that, what will come more than semi-final will be amazing. Will be great for us. This for me, it's very important to be here. First time ever, one non-African team come to invite it. I am very, very happy and proud to be coach for Saudi Arabia because the federation give all support for us. And our target, if we come here with one medal, will be super for us.
Yeah, and you mentioned, Coach, earlier about hoping to qualify for the 2027 Beach Soccer World Cup. Obviously, we have in our COSAFA region the 2025 tournament, which will be held in the Seychelles. Do you think that maybe comes a bit soon for you, or is that a realistic target as well?
No, it's realistic. As I told you, we will start the league the next month. Maybe, we never know, maybe coming 4 or 5 good players, for beach soccer players. Because when we start the league, as I told you, the federation give us full support, and if these players continue as a beach soccer players, we can do some things in the next qualifier. The next qualifier for us will be in February next year. We have time to prepare the team. The Asia qualifier, it's really very tough tournament. As Africa, of course, Africa is very tough. There is so many teams like Morocco, like Egypt, like Senegal, Nigeria, South Africa now to host the tournament for sure. South Africa will be great, Mozambique. There is a lot of teams in Africa. In Asia, we have Iran, for me, with Brazil, the best team in the world, Iran. Japan, the World Cup in 2021 was the runner-up for World Cup 2021. This is big power. And also Oman, UAE. This team is, of course, more experienced than us. They are in front of us. They are in one level up, these 4 teams. Another teams is, for my opinion, is the same level. If we can get the first for the second level, and we fight for 1 match, 2 match, this is we can dream to go to World Cup 2025, but we depend, of course, how these players come, and also to start the league to see which level, which kind of players we will get.
And what would you say is the popularity of beach soccer in Saudi Arabia? Obviously, we've seen around the world it seems to be growing. Is that the same in Saudi Arabia? Is it easier to get players interested in the sport?
Yes, our target, I told the federation and also the peoples, for directors, for players, they call me, you crazy, but I'm sure we can be the second, the third sports in the country, because this Saudi Arabia is football sports, football country. Sorry, they everything is football, and beach soccer is one kind of football, and there is a lot of cities with the beach, big cities like Jeddah. Neom now is preparing to be the biggest, the famous beach in the world, the famous city in the world. The projects for Neom, it's wonderful, it's an unbelievable project, And every year we have 3 years ago we started Neom tournament. Also, it's a big event. This is a big tournament. The beach soccer is there, and their own beach games, and also beach soccer is there. They are promote the city with beach soccer is included the project, and I am very very expected to be popular there. As I think we need one good result, because now the work, thanks God, all federation, all peoples love the work what we are doing there in the Saudi Arabia. But without results, we cannot think bigger. To give you one big step, we need one good results, And for these results, when these results come, I'm sure this sport will be very popular because people love. We play 2 tournaments in Saudi Arabia, and 2 tournaments the people come. The stadium was almost full. This is important to massive the sports in the country. And what I did in Bahrain, what I did in UAE, Emirates, I'm sure we can do more, better in Saudi Arabia.
And then, Coach, I mean, you've touched on it all the way through the interview. If you could just tell us a little bit more about yourself, your journey in the game. How did you yourself get involved in beach football? You said you're a FIFA instructor, but yeah, what is your history with the sport?
Okay. I started with beach soccer in my region in Brazil, Pernambuco. I was coach for my state. There is a Brazilian championship. I got with 23 years old. I got third place in this Brazilian championship, and the president of Portugal was there. They invited me to be coach for Portugal. Portugal was 7 years lose Brazil in the final. 7 years Brazil won this tournament like a World Cup before FIFA, and I went to Portugal 2003, and we beat Brazil in the final, and I started my career in beach soccer. 2004 I backed for football because I was coach for football. And 2005 when FIFA came, I was watching the FIFA World Cup, and I speak to the people from FIFA. I went back for beach soccer. They invited me to be coach for Russia. I was coach for Russia 2005. I started Russian beach soccer there. After that, Russia 3 times world champion, and not with me. And 2006, FIFA invited me to start beach soccer in Bahrain. And I went to Bahrain. And we got, in the first year, we got Asia Championship. This is amazing. We beat Japan in the final. Also, I'm very happy, just to break the interview, I'm very happy to be here because I was European champion. I was Asia champion. I was South America champion, Copa America champion, Arabic champion. But I don't have African title. It will be amazing. Now they invite me to be here as an African tournament. If God help us and we have this miracle to be champion, will be amazing, because the only ocean need to me to close all titles in the continent. In the world. I'm very happy to play the first time for myself to play one African tournament. 2006, I was coach for Bahrain. 2008, coach for Azerbaijan. We got third place in Azerbaijan, third place in Europe with a very small country. 2009, I back to Bahrain to be coach for futsal. I start futsal national team in Bahrain. 2011, end of 2011, after World Cup, Brazil lost for Russia. Russia was champion of the world. They invited me to be coach for Brazil. It was very good for me because it's my country. And I was coach for Brazil for 2 years, but there is a lot of political problems there. I left in 2013. I went to UAE, Emirates, United Emirates, and 17, January 2017, I went to Paraguay because the CONMEBOL invited me to make a project to develop the sport in all South America, because South America only Brazil is very strong and Argentina. And I went to Paraguay and we developed the sports in all South America. I was instructor for CONMEBOL. I make the course. We start the beach soccer project. CONMEBOL is one confederation who support more beach soccer in the world. And I stayed 4 years and a half in Paraguay. When I got invitation to be coach for Saudi Arabia. This is my 8th national team. I'm very happy. 2 years there. The project is so big. Federation gives us support too much. And I expect to maybe finish my career in Saudi Arabia.
That's it for another episode of the COSAFA Show. You can catch more of our podcasts on our YouTube channel, Spotify, and iTunes, and also get the latest news via our website at www.cosafa.com, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.